Hi there, have you ever seen one of these PWA countryball videos? Today we are going to make a countryball similar to ones in PWA, and for this we are going to use Blender 3D. In this tutorial I assume you already know the basics of Blender. So we will learn how to make a countryball like in PWA series. Let's open Blender. Select everything and press delete. Next, go to the Add, then Mesh and select UV Sphere. While sphere being selected, press Add Modifier and select Subdivision Surface Modifier. Change both parameters to 2. Then, right-click on the sphere and select Shade Smooth. So we have the sphere. But in order to twist the ball later, and make the laughing ball, we need the center of mass to be below the sphere, not in the center like now. The 3D cursor is now at the center of axis. Do not move it. Instead, select the sphere and press GZ to move the sphere along the Z-axis, so that it is slightly above the cursor. When sphere is positioned, keep it selected and go to the object, set origin to the 3D cursor. Now center of origin is below the sphere. Next, countryballs have eyes and we need to make ones. In order to do it, let's temporarily hide the sphere, so that it is not disturbing. Then press Shift A, Mesh and add circle. Then go to the Edit mode, Vertex Selection. And now we will move some of these vertexes along the X-axis in order to produce an eye-like structure. Let's box select these vertexes and press GX to move them. Then deselect them, and repeat the operation with another group of vertexes. Continue, until bean-like structure will be formed. Now it is ready. Select everything and then press F to fill the line with the face. Again, select everything and in the edit mode press E, to extrude the shape along the Z-axis. Now press Alt, and select top vertexes and go to the insect faces. Move the insect tool slightly. Press Alt to select the inner set of vertexes. Press S to resize the inner edge. Then press E, but instead of extruding press S again. Select the inner face and press GZ to move it down along the Z-axis. In order to make corners more smooth, select the corners and add bevel to them. Do it with outer and inner edges. Move the edges using GZ. Okay, it is ready. Let's go to the object mode and color it. To color it, go to the material. Press New, and change the color to black. Leave everything else as it is. Then go back to the edit mode. Face selection. Select the inner face of the eye. Next, add new color, let it be white. And while inner face is selected, press Assign and make it white. That's it. We have one eye done. Let's now show the sphere. Resize the eye. Press Shift D to duplicate it. Position the eyes so that they are in the right place. Looks like we found the right position for the eyes. Let's color the country ball itself. In order to do this, in the bottom panel, switch to the shader editor. Ensure that the sphere is selected and press New. Then, while placing the cursor in the shader editor, press Shift A and search for image texture. Click on Open and load the picture of the Brazil flag. Connect the image texture to the base color of the principled BSDF. But it is too large, so go to the UV editor and resize the unwrapped ball. Now we have a flag on the center of Brazil ball, which is good. But we also had it on top of it and on its back, which we do not want. So we have weird flag artifacts on the ball, but we want to have only one picture with planet and moto on the front of the country ball. There is a way to tackle this. Select these undesired pieces, and using S key resize them in the unwrapping, so that they are very small. Using G, place them in the green areas on the flag. Repeat with other areas, where the planet part of the flag is not needed. So now our character only has planet where it is necessary. Go back to the layout. Now let's animate him. In order to do that, switch from shader editor to the timeline. Select the sphere. Go to the Modifiers tab, Add Modifier and choose Simple Deform Modifier. Change the parameters to the stretch. Select the Z-axis. In the restrictions type 0.5. Make the scale lower, something like 0.1. This is how to make it slightly elongated. You can also put negative value and the result will be pear-like shape. But in the beginning we do not need any of them. So let's put it at 0. And click on this dot. This will add an animation frame. In order to make it laughing, we will need another animation frame. Place the cursor at 10 and in the modifier change the value to -0.3. Again click on dot. We can play animation. To make the ball laughing we can just copy these frames, select them and press Shift D. Let's do it multiple times and play animation. However, we can see that his eyes are not moving. We need to move the eyes as well. So let's select the eyes. Ensure that in the timeline the starting point is 0. And while cursor is placed outside the timeline, press I. And select Insert the location and rotation time frame. Next in the timeline, place the cursor on 10th keyframe and move the eyes using GZ. After that, while holding the cursor near the ball and having eyes selected, press I, add another location and rotation keyframe. Select both keyframes and press Shift D to duplicate them. Do it multiple times and then play the animation. So the animation is basically ready. Now, before rendering it we have to make the surroundings. So let's set up world. Go to the color, click on the dot and select environment texture. Open and load HDRI. I already prepared the HDRI for it. If you want to use the same HDRI, I will attach the link to it to the description. We set up HDRI. In the Render tab under Film section tick Transparent to make HDRI transparent. Like that, lighting remains, but HDRI is not visible. Now I will set up the surface for the character. So Shift A, Mesh add plane. I am extruding the back edge of the plane, and then I am going to add subdivision surface modifier, so that we have the background. Let's also set up some nice lighting. Shift A, light source, area. Move the light and modify according to your needs in the light tab. We need to set up the camera. Shift A, camera. And then, go to View, align active camera to view. Let's now render it. In the Render tab, take Ambient Occlusion. In the Color Management, change Look to Filmic and select High Contrast. Set up the animation length. In our case, 130 keyframes. Let's choose the location where the animation will be saved. Change type from PNG to MPEG video. Change encoding to the MPG-4. Change quality to the perceptionally lossless. Finally, go to Render and choose Render Animation. That is what we got in the end.